Welcome to the Leaders Insights podcast. Today's episode, The Hidden Drain, How M&A Integration Became the Graveyard of Deal Value. Everyone obsesses over the price paid in a deal. You're telling me that's the wrong fight.
The price is the last thing you argue about, and the first thing that stops mattering. I've watched boards spend 6 months haggling over a 5% premium, then hand the integration to a steering committee that meets fortnightly and wonders why the synergies never show up.
Synergies, meaning the cost savings and extra revenue you promised to justify the deal.
Right, and here's the uncomfortable part. Most of that value doesn't get destroyed at the negotiating table. It leaks quietly in the 18 months after signing. The deal model says 2 plus 2 equals 5. Integration is where it turns back into 3.9.
Give me a name. Where did the money actually walk out the door?
Kraft Heinz is the classic. 2015 merger, engineered by 3G Capital, the private equity firm that ran everything on zero-based budgeting, meaning every cost has to be justified from scratch each year.
Sounds disciplined.
It's disciplined right up until you starve the brands. They cut so hard that in 2019, they took a $15 billion write-down on Kraft and Oscar Mayer. They'd optimized the spreadsheet and gutted the thing the spreadsheet was measuring. The savings were real. The value was gone.
So the lesson is, don't cut too hard? That feels thin.
No. The lesson is subtler, and it's the durable principle. Value in a deal lives in relationships, not assets. Customers who trust a salesperson. Engineers who know why the old code was written that way. Suppliers who give you favorable terms because they like the buyer. None of that is on the balance sheet, and all of it is at risk the day you announce.
And it walks out the building.
Literally. There's decent data here. Willis Towers Watson, the consultancy. So treat it as directional. They sell retention advice. Their surveys peg voluntary turnover of key employees at acquired firms at roughly double the normal rate in the first year. Your best people have the most options. They leave first.
So the star performers you paid a premium for are exactly the ones you lose.
Every time. And here's the mordant twist. The integration playbook rewards the people who are good at integration meetings, not the people who understood the business. 18 months in, you've kept the process managers and lost the tribal knowledge.
How does the best operator avoid that?
They treat the first 100 days as a retention problem, not a synergy capture problem. Cisco figured this out decades ago. They've done over 200 acquisitions. Their rule was blunt. For a deal to work, the acquired engineers have to still be there in a year. So they'd overpay to keep them, keep teams intact, and delay the cost cuts until people trusted the new owner.
That contradicts every private equity instinct to hit the ground running.
It does, and the numbers back Cisco. Slower on cost, faster on trust, and they kept the innovation engine they bought. Compare that to the buyer who announces layoffs in week 2 to show the market they're serious. They've just told every talented person to update their profile on LinkedIn.
Isn't there a counter-argument that speed matters? Drag it out and uncertainty kills you too.
Yes, and that's the real tension. Uncertainty is corrosive. People leave from ambiguity as much as from bad news. So speed on decisions, slowness on destruction. Tell people fast who reports to whom, who owns what's safe. Then take your time before you rip anything out.
So the failure isn't cutting or not cutting. It's confusing the two clocks.
Exactly. Decide who's staying in weeks. Decide what to consolidate over quarters. Most acquirers run both clocks at the wrong speed and call the result a cultural mismatch, when it's really just a self-inflicted wound.
Give me the one thing a listener does Monday morning.
Before you sign anything, name the 20 people whose departure would blow up the thesis. Not the org chart, the actual load-bearing humans. If you can't name them, you don't understand what you're buying, and the price was never the problem.
That's it. The CFO decision tools are live at mba-training.com.